Hello, and welcome to another Papa Smurf adventure on Sidewalks and Crosswalks. This is part 2, and will catch us up to September 12th of 2022. Let's go on an adventure. I get woken to a lot of racket outside. What are they doing? Looks like they're pouring concrete. It looks to me like maybe they just might find the piece of this jigsaw puzzle. Can you see it? Can you see it? I got woken up a little before 3 a.m. this morning, hearing beep, 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 to get up and look out that window right there next to my back door to see a semi stuck out here because they can't read signs that say road closed. So, since the internet's out, I took today and made a sign. No semis, no outlet. I contacted maintenance so they can go put this at the only entrance into the park, so I wouldn't be woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning anymore like we do every other day because semis just can't read. And we'll just cut through here. And they find out they can't cut through here because our roads are not wide enough. We have people parked on each side. They have 56-foot trailers. It's like, if they're moving a home in or something, they have us all move our vehicles somewhere else until they can get them a home in or whatever, so the semi would have room to maneuver. Oh, I hope it works. There he is, the DOT guy with his magic bucket where he takes a sample of the concrete to make sure it's proper. All the guys are busily working. Busily? Is busily a word? Oh well, they're busy working. Yes, I'm over here on the other side of the drive taking the pictures. Let's zoom in and take a better look. Yes, I got my boy Smokey with me. He's watching me make a video. So nice to have him with me. At least he's purring and not meowing. The guys are busy. Speaking of the devil, the guys are busy working. Watching this guy here is giving me a backache. He grabs the floater and he smooths everything out, and then he grabs the edger there and he cuts the edge, and another world being heard from in the background. Yes, without internet, I'm just sitting out here in the yard, listening to music, watching them all work. I'm peeking through the trees going, what is that excavator doing down there? Let's zoom in. Zooming in, I see he's scooping up that dirt that's out in the roadway and placing it in the median where it belongs. Wow, they're putting in that center turn lane there, or median for the turn lane, and it's going quick because it's narrow. We've gotten way down there. Zooming in, looks like they've reached the end where it splits off into two different little areas on each side of the median. Well, maybe we'll see in another picture. But hey, there are barrels down there with that special spray. I leave for a few minutes and come back out, and heck, they're across the way pouring a sidewalk. Guess I'll just walk over here to my two favorite bushes and get a better view. Yep, that's what they're doing. They're putting in a sidewalk. Let's zoom in. Duck, low bridge. What's that round thing they have laying there? What's that for? Huh? Looking back off towards the west, we can see they got down so far and then it wides out and they've got it down on both sides. Zooming in, we can get a better view. Yep, they've got it all the way down to there. And they came back to work on the sidewalk. Well, that section around that fire hydrant that was missing, they have that all framed in. I don't know if it's just an optical illusion or what. It looks like they're missing a section off the left of them. Here we have a gentleman directing the cement truck on where to go. Come on, a little further, a little further. While they're working on that sidewalk, I'm going to sit back down and relax. See, I can sit here and zoom in and still get some shots through that screening. And if you hear any meowing in the background, it's Smokey. He's just wandering around the house meowing. I don't know what's up with him today. Just a zoom in. Well, we have two guys, looks like pulling that tube, and another one holding hoses that go to it. Why would they have hoses going to it? Looks to me like as they pull that tube, they're spreading the concrete. Well, one guy's almost up to his knees in concrete. Well, let's see. We have a person on each side of the sidewalk lane pulling that thing. The one on closest to us looks like he has a steering wheel on his. I don't know what's up with that. The guy in the middle's got a, I don't know, some type of scoop thing he's moving the concrete with. Another guy holding hoses. Wow. Normally they just use a float, but I think this thing here vibrates as well as moves the concrete as they pull it to settle it in. One thing I can think of. It's just fascinating the different ways they do things. But I just still don't understand. I've never seen them use that before. The guy on the far side is like, oh, my aching back. And the other guy is standing there going, I don't know if I really want to keep doing this. Is it working? Meanwhile, while they're doing sidewalk work, we still have dump trucks hauling dirt. Now here's the machine that tube is connected to. And looks like somebody pushes it along the way to keep the hoses in check. I don't know, but I think it pumps air. Looks like it's got a little motor on the end of that tube. Probably, I don't know, to vibrate it again, like I said. I have no clue what it does. Well, now that excavator's got that dirt pretty much put where he needs it to be. Now there's this mini excavator with him, and he's just scooping stuff up and throwing it. I don't know what he's doing, but he's creating a dust storm down there. Looky there, another beautiful sunset on us. Time to go for another adventure walk. Let's go. Zooming in, we can see the concrete they laid today. Looking off to the east, doesn't look like they've done much. They got more dirt spread out in that median though. Zooming in, it does look nicer. But now they got a pile of rock in the road. Yep, Nothing's changed over here. Still have the sign laying across the sidewalk and the gas main marker laying off the side. Still nothing. Wait a minute. They have wood all the way up to that drain. Looks to me like they're getting ready to connect the curbing from the roadway to the drain. Looking across the road, they've done the same on the other side. They have been doing something down here. You see that skidster with that brush attachment to it? They were sweeping the roadway today, and I had to run inside the house. It was just a huge cloud of dirt flying towards my way because the wind was out of the south, and you couldn't even see across my roadway to the next trailer. I mean, I do have to say the roads look a little nicer with them swept, but oh man, what a dust storm that was. So now I'm going to stand right here in the middle of the roundabout, smack dab in the middle, and take pictures in each direction. So now we are looking eastbound, down Tower Terrace Road. Being smack dab in the middle of this roundabout, now we're looking northbound, down Center Point Road. Still standing in the center of that roundabout. Can you tell which way we're facing? Down Tower Terrace Road. The sun sets in the west, right? Now, still standing in the middle, we're looking southbound, down Center Point Road. Well, we all know what's going over on that north side with the sidewalk. Time to go down this south side and head westbound. Looking at this landscaping going on here, you can see where they still have to put a lot of dirt. Now, I can see why they put in those sections at the fire hydrants separate. They curved the sidewalk right around it. Yes, zooming in, we can see all the way down how they have that kick out around each of the fire hydrants. Now, with each and every one of these drains they have for the street, they have the big concrete drains at the bottom, and near the top they have those black tubes coming in. Peeking inside, you can see that black tube. Here you can see where they built their own little mound road to get up and over into the side there so they can smooth it out on the south side of the sidewalk. Get that all looking good. Here's that piece of sidewalk we watched them put in today with that roller thing. Yep, goes right around that fire hydrant. Just a closer view of their handiwork. Looks good. I'm not going to walk on it. But I don't know what those circles are. I think those are the main shutoffs for, let's see, the one in the middle of the sidewalk would be the main shutoff for the line going down, the water main. And the one off the right side, I think that's the water shutoff that shoots over to the mobile home park. That's what I'm assuming anyways. Once again, another road drain. Let's take a peek inside this one. Yep, another black tube. I think that these black tubes are drains, ground drains, for the areas between the sidewalk and the curbing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, if you look between the curb and the sidewalk, that's where that, right in the middle there is where that black tube is under the ground, and it connects into each box all the way down. So that what makes me think that's a drain system for the ground. Looking off towards the center, zoomed in, we can see how they brought that concrete all the way down to that grassy area down there. Well, weedy area, whatever it is right now. Stepping out into the turn lane for the mobile home park. Looking down the way, we can see how they put that concrete all the way down today. Looking good. Turning around and looking eastbound. This is what they have to replace yet. Coming soon, I'm sure. Yes, they're going to have to fill this in before they put in the entryway. It's so funny as they had all the holes drilled in that concrete to put in the rebar. Rebar is still sitting there on the ground. And then they cut it back almost 2 feet. It's a whole new day. It's been cloudy all day. All I've heard is banging and hammering all day. Haven't seen any cement trucks or anything yet. Well, let's step out and take a look at what they're doing. Well, looky there. They're getting ready to put in that center median for the turn lane. Well, this is on the far side, but this is my favorite spot, between the bushes. Zooming in, we can kind of get a picture of what it's going to look like. Meanwhile, we have this skidster out here scooping up all the leftover dirt out here in the roadway, putting it in a dump truck. Can you see that white truck way down there at the end? Guess what that's for? Yes, I once again have no internet. Come on, Extreme. Let's get with it. Hey, they're getting ready to drill some holes to put in some rebar so they can lay some concrete. Now they're getting the machine set up so it can automatically just drill the holes in the same level all the way down. The little pink dots are where they're going to put each one. They've got it set. Time to start putting in some holes. I didn't say it was clean work. It creates a lot of dust, I'll tell you that. Yes, they have a truck with a compressor on the back. And that line goes over to the machine that's putting in the holes. Hey, look! They got the part put in for the center median. Let's zoom in. By golly, they do. Oh, it's not going to be long now. Well, they've got the holes put in on that other side on the median. Now they're coming over here to re-put in all the holes that they just tore out on this side. Meanwhile, we got two guys heading back to the supply truck, putting the board back. Yeah, I don't think you can be too short putting that up there. Now they're heading back the other way, each one carrying a shorter board. Now let's get back to this hole drilling. I don't see any markings. I'm just gonna sit here and take some pictures. The guy that's bent over has a ruler with him, tape measure, and he's gonna take that pink can right there, pink lid can right there, and start marking it all the way down on where they need to drill holes. Now the machine has handles on the other side, so once it drills a hole, the two of them pick it up, move it over a foot or two, however far they have those spaced out, put in another hole. Oh hey, look there! They poured some concrete and they're smoothing it out, putting a curb in there. Wait, where they drilled these holes over here, look like they kind of missed their mark, huh? Oh well, it'll work. Zooming in, yeah, they putting that curbing in all by hand. Not much else to do but to stand around and wait for the other cement truck. But you see they have all the rebar in place and those green racks in the middle there. I'm sure that cement truck isn't too far away. We got DOT pulling up. He'll be checking the concrete coming out of it. Meanwhile, rather than just sitting idle, might as well make sure this curbing's nice and smooth. Zooming in just to show how the rebar sits inside the hole. You have it glued in. Just a photo to show how long of a run they have here. Not much to do but wait. They can try and smooth out what they can, but they need more cement. Yay, a cement truck is here. See the guy across the way with like a tube in his hand? That is a vibrator. And he puts it down in the concrete and it vibrates to get it to settle and get the moisture to come up top so they can smooth it out better. And here comes the concrete. Cement. Whatever you want to call it. Well, there's not going to be any rest now. That cement's going to flow and it's going to fill up the rest of that trench all the way down, I'm sure. As you can see, there are a bunch of busy little bees with that cement, getting it all smoothed out and all the way down the trench. It didn't take them long to get that filled in. With all the cones in place, so nobody goes across that right now. Well, they've all gone home for the day. You know what that means. It's time to take a walk and see what they've done. We can see they have the curbing in on both ends of that run. Looking off the west, they laid concrete all the way down the center there. Looking off the east, well, they got the roads cleaned up. Let's go for an adventure walk and see what's been done. Looks to me like they've been busy everywhere else. They haven't done much down here. Everything looks the same. Yep, dirt's still all over the sidewalk here. Well, wait a minute. This part of the sidewalk's clean. the sign's clean. It's even got a yellow mark on it now. Well, the cap for the shut-off still off to the side, and so is the marker, and there's still no hole. Well, they've moved the cable for the internet off the sidewalk, as you can see. That's been done. Looking back westbound down the middle, yeah, they smoothed out the dirt a little bit in the middle. But now zooming in, we can see the back side of that curbing they just put in, and that concrete run they put all the way down. Zooming in just a little bit more to get a clearer shot. They haven't done anything different around the roundabout. Around the roundabout? So we're just going to head on back down the sidewalk on the south side and head westbound. Looking down the sidewalk, well, nothing's really changed. It still looks the same. Except for off in the median, you can see part of the new curbing they put in. Panning off to the right a little bit to show more of that entryway they're putting in there in the middle. I'm sure that concrete is cured enough I can walk on it now. Just not that new stuff out in the middle of the road. Now we get a chance to see it from the opposite side. Yep, that curb looks good. Okay, I want you to get a mental note of what this looks like now. And when we get the entrance put in on what it looks like then. It's going to be different. Even though the road out to the tower has no road, they're putting in an entrance for it. Zooming in, there's just that lonely slab of concrete down there though. Looking back at the work they just did today from the sidewalk, looks good. Hard to tell what it used to look like anymore. See, looking down the center of this roadway, they just put all that concrete in the middle. Looked like it's always been there. Turning around, looking at it from the turn lane view, this is what it's going to look like. Yeah, zooming in, yep. That's what it's going to look like when you come up to make a left-hand turn into the mobile home park. Zooming in a little further, you just imagine what that center median's going to look like. Concrete on each side, dirt filled up. It's going to have flowers, plants. It's going to be in the middle. Just another photo to show what it looks like all the way down what they just put in today. Yep, that middle part's going to be filled with dirt too. Once again, just a zooming. That green grassy area, well, it's not grass, it's weeds. But anyways, it's going to come all the way down the middle of that road. So they put dirt in there, that is. Hey, they're still working on the bridge. Can we see what else they're doing on that bridge? Not really. Still looks the same to me. Looking at that area they cut out, and they have to landscape all this yet after they put in the concrete. Should look nice. But now turning around, yeah, that curbing they put in looks really good. Yes, looking off to the left, that looks good as well. Even coated it with their white stuff. 1600, whatever the white stuff is. Yes, when they get that all landscaped in and stuff, it's gonna make my house look nicer. But they still have to put in that concrete border. You see, they took the one out they had there. Now they're gonna have to reshape it since they cut that back. Well, time will tell. Take 7. This is not easy. I talk in this microphone and let me tell you, the words just don't come out. But looking at this corner right here, it's going to look a lot different when they get all landscaped and the drive put in and everything. Well, I hope you all had fun on this adventure. This catches us. See what I tell you? It's not easy. This catches us up to September 12th, 2022. So, next one's starting on what they've done since the 13th. Come back again. Let's go for another adventure. Till then, love you all. Bye.